Well, every day, lives are saved by generous organ donors. Tonight, we bring you two stories, one donor and one recipient, about the profound power of a second chance.
So this is a letter I received 3 years after Jack passed. The young boy who received Jack's liver, pancreas and intestines continues to do extremely well and rarely needs to be seen by his transplant team. The adult lady who received Jack's heart maintains excellent health. Both of the recipients of Jack's corneas are enjoying having normal eyesight for the first time in years. Jack was a really kind, funny, unassuming 10-year-old boy. He was just a beautiful boy. We went to that party on the Saturday and that's when the tragedy happened. They asked to go for a walk down to the shops. My friend got a call and it was her daughter saying that Jack had been hit by a car. He had a severe brain swelling and he passed away 48 hours after that. People can use these valuable, precious organs and tissues that are sitting there in this body. Parts of him would live on in people. He helped 11 people significantly improve the quality of their lives. Hopefully, for a long, long time.
My name is Jessica Chappell. I'm fortunate to be an organ donor recipient. I was losing weight rapidly and I wasn't quite feeling myself. After a battery of tests, recognised that I had a life-threatening condition called autoimmune hepatitis. It's an autoimmune condition that essentially attacks the healthy liver cells. The only course of action would eventually be a transplant.
Seeing someone that you care about so much sick and having no control over them getting better, that was the hardest bit.
I waited 407 days and the thing that kept me going was Meadow. There's nothing like the spirit of a young child desperate to hold on to her mother that keeps you fighting for life. So the day I received that phone call was a very ordinary Wednesday. I realised that they had an organ for me and that I was going to receive my transplant. For the first time, I realised that I had a chance to live. The first moment I got to see Meadow and Chris was so special. Meadow climbed up on the bed and she sat herself right next to me. She said to me, "I just want to hold you for all of those times I couldn't hold you." I'm incredibly privileged to have been given a second chance at life, and I don't want to waste a minute.
Wow. Well, with us now is heart transplant recipient Luca Angel. Hey, nice to see you.
Nice
oh my goodness, I feel like we're all just having a moment.
Yeah.
How does that sit with you, all of the emotions that you must have going through when you're watching that story?
Yeah, far out. I mean, it's so controversial because on one end it's this devastating tragedy and then on the other end it's like this gift of life. So it's such a tricky topic, and I mean, the grief of families is certainly not lost on me. Like, it's a beautiful gift, so...
Can you share with us your story then? How old were you when you were first diagnosed? How old were you when you received your transplant?
Yeah, so I was 6 years old when I was diagnosed with restrictive cardiomyopathy, and my little brother was diagnosed on the same day. He was 3, and basically that meant that we were at risk of cardiac arrest our whole lives. We were unable to do any physical exercise, sports, long-distance walking, anything like that, and basically our heart just didn't pump blood properly around our bodies. So that went on for our entire lives. And then when I was 13, I received my life-changing heart transplant.
And if you hadn't gone on the donor list and you just lived with the condition, what's the life expectancy of something like that?
Yeah, so with my condition, there wasn't a specific number on it. When it got to the point to go on the list, the doctors kind of said, you know, it's pretty urgent now, so...
Wow.
What was your childhood like and what were the limitations compared to a lot of your friends?
Yeah, so Mum and Dad were really great. They tried to give us as normal of a childhood as we could have, but we definitely missed a lot of school, a lot of cardiologist appointments, doctor's appointments, procedures to check our heart, and then a lot of missing out. I remember in primary school and high school, everyone would go do sport and I had to sit and watch.
You remember the day that you found out that you were going to get a heart?
I remember being so excited. Like the day that I went on the list, and I used to write heart on the top of my Christmas wish list every year. The day that I went on the list, I was just ecstatic. It was like the best day of my life because I could finally see a goal that I could actually achieve. Yeah.
Did the operation go as expected?
No, not quite. So my surgery was a bit out of the box, and I had the best medical team in Australia. They're all incredible, the doctors, nurses, phenomenal people. But unfortunately, when they put the heart in, it didn't start. So I went on ECMO, which was like full life support, and the heart muscle function was just still didn't work, and no electric function. And then kind of some miracles happened, and within a few days they found a blood clot over the heart, so I went into emergency surgery and my heart muscle function came back to life and started beating. And then like a week later or so, my heart electrics sprung back to life as well without any knowledge. So just a couple miracles, really.
Wow. It's incredible. Now, your brother...
Yes.
and your father and your grandfather all have heart transplants.
Yeah.
Your brother Josiah is here. Oh, wow. Transplant family.
Sorry I'm shouting across the studio at you, but yeah, I want to ask your experiences. I mean, knowing that your big sister and what she has been through, and then you're to go through it next, was that a positive?
Well, yeah, for me, seeing Luca go through her transplant, you know, it was horrible to watch, but also, you know, joyful because of what was after. It was like comforting to see her, because after her transplant, it was a complete polar opposite of what we had been living our whole lives. So she was dancing, she was walking upstairs without passing out, she was just living the life that, you know, everyone deserves. And it gave me comfort for mine, because I was quite scared, as, you know, everyone would be. But mine was far smoother than Luca's. To know she was there by my side the whole time, and now being active is a big part of our lives. You know, we go to the beach all the time with the dogs, we all play basketball for fun together, yeah, go for bushwalks.
Great.
Oh, my God.
Yes, and dancing is a big part of your life now.
Yeah, dancing's a massive part of my life. That's kind of all I do. I teach dance, and yeah, I just love it. Oh, there's me dancing.
Oh, my God. And your dance teacher's called Cheryl.
Yes.
Yay! Hi to Cheryl. Oh.
Yeah. So
wow.
very, very incredibly grateful that I can do that. There's really no words to say thank you.
And I think seeing the both of you and knowing the work that you're doing, you're both very big advocates for organ donation.
Yeah.
Is it right that numbers dropped during COVID?
Yeah, so the numbers during COVID decreased by 23%, but there are currently 1,800 people waiting on the list, and only 1,400 get it every year. So definitely a minor drop like that makes a major difference. Yeah. But it has been slowly recovering over the past few years, which is good. But definitely the numbers still need a bit of time to recover.
So what would be your message, especially to the younger people out there?
Yeah, I think just that organ donation saves lives, and obviously, you know, it's such a taboo topic because no one wants to think about death or what happens after they die, especially young people. So I think it's just important to have those conversations, because you can save up to 7 other lives, and that's just an incredible gift that, you know, you can't really get anywhere else. So I think having those conversations, registering, it only takes 1 minute, and actually in South Australia they have the licence box tick system, and their rates are 5 times higher than everywhere else in Australia.
And I think the other thing is that we don't think about is that during those circumstances and having been in an emergency room and unfortunately on the other side where you have to break very bad news and then very quickly ask the conversation about it, it's so much easier for the family if you've had the conversation with the family about what you want. Because, yes, it is going to be an incredible gift if you are a donor to someone, like completely changing lives.
Yep.
But you also put your family in a position where they don't have to guess.
Well, please thank Luca, Angel and Josiah. Thank you. Thanks very much for coming in and for joining us.